President, kill me or I will kill you, idiot.
Thank you.
So what is network disinformation? Let us take it word by word. In the computer science world, as stated by Computer Hope 2021, it is a cluster of computers, servers, network devices, mainframes, and so on that is connected to have an access on data sharing. Essentially, by word itself, it is a network, hence connected in either hierarchical or systematic system. Merriam-Webster also has a variation of meaning, but essentially the network is also associated with interconnected groups of people that are associated with each other. According to dictionary.com in 2022, this information is misleading information or is driven by propaganda. It is still a false information, but compared to misinformation where fake news spread regardless of the intent, this information intends to mislead in the first place. In other words, manipulation. Together, they are fake news propaganda that manipulates people using groups of people to spread misleading information. Sounds like a crazy internet hoax? Yes, but what is scary is that it is true, and it has happened. Let's take these examples. According to Craig, 2016, Trump's win in the US presidential election happened because of social media. Facebook was the leading social media that helped him, as they are unable to track down and eliminate fake news. Although not stated if they are related to Trump's organization, generally Trump's supporters were able to take over the medium of social media that helped his presidency. This also network disinformation as another presidency that Trump fought, where he unfortunately was unable to obtain, resulted in his supporters storming the White House. This now was started because a tweet of Trump where he shares that a vote fraud has happened and rallied these allegations across social media. He then made the speech and even urged the people to converge on the Capitol. Quote, I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. He even further states that we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. So let's walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. End quote. This network disinformation not only caused chaos, but spread disinformation like a wildfire. Imagine this effect on social media in a longer and lingering time before such big decisions are made. It is critical as this social media or network information not only affects the social media world, but changes the action and decisions of the people. Recent elections show how powerful this network disinformation is, as CNN Philippines Staff 2022 stated that the president states that he was offered to have these troll farms to better his public image before as part of his candidacy, but he said that he turned them down. But it was reported that he was the one who benefited from this kind of fake news, while his opponent in the presidency was the top victim, Lenny Robredo. Furthermore, foreign media have reports stating that he is building a network disinformation online, which led to removal of an account on Facebook that is linked to him. Which brings us to the next critical point, is although this is a foul and very propaganda move, evidence can be hard to retrieve as online platforms are free for everyone to use. Hence, anyone can also manipulate their own movement. It is an open-ended platform that even the creators have so much to so little control upon the possibilities and it can arise upon. This technique not only led to one success of candidacy to our country, but also the previous president evidently benefited to this tactic. Who knew a simple video of disinformation and a simple share can predict the future of the nation? Is this just an exaggeration? To think of it, even others have social media to promote their product, to promote their candidacy, and so on. So what is wrong with what we are saying? It lies between how we use social media. Disseminating misleading and biased news creates a dangerous understanding for the people, especially the ones that can be easily manipulated and can create unnecessary hate, violence, and dangerous beliefs, which are done just because of their own desires and nothing else. Plus, it only benefits the perpetrator, while the ones who believe will obviously fall into a lie that they were promised to also praise on the people who are in need, hiring people who need to survive, and in return is their own moral beliefs which they forgot. And even if they believe the same things the perpetrator does, still they have nothing but a hope for nothing. What more will this bring if such network misinformation spreads not only on marketing and politics, but also in schools, religions, medical fields, and so on? We cannot predict what potential manipulation on online web can bring, but what we can do is to act upon it. It was the biggest mistake former Vice President Lenny Robredo made, as she stated, as she should have fought and acted against small issues rather than letting it go simply for her. It was not true. What lesson should we take on this? that no matter how small or big the misleading and manipulation is, we should act upon it as smaller problems because one way or another, it can be bigger in the long run.